Yodel. I know. Look, man, I've had a very difficult day. Huh? Look, man, I've had. I know. Yodel, yodel, yodel. First time ever yodeling. A few minutes ago or 2 minutes ago. Yodel, yodel, yodel. Yodel, yodel, yodel. 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 Look, man. It's I'm actually not a fat guy. Hi, I'm not a fat guy. It looks like I am. Right now, it looks like I have a big fat neck. But I'm not fat. I'm not fat. But if I was fat, Yodel-hee-hoo, 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 yodel-hee, 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 woo, yodel-hee, ooh. Hey, that's pretty good. I like yodeling. This is my first time yodeling. I'm from Sweden. No, I'm a jerk. I was like, yo, man, you frontin' on my lady? You frontin' on my lady? Listen to this. Fat. I'm fat. I'm fat. You frontin' on my lady? I'm sorry. Look at this. Look what happened to me. Now I look fat as crap. I don't have my cool dark eyes. What happened to me? I'm fat as crap. No. Now watch this. Here's the transformation, dudes. Watch this. Excuse me. Now check this. I'm skinny. I'm skinny and strong. I'm skinny and strong now. Listen to me. I'm skinny. I'm skinny and strong. I'm skinny. Yo, I've been suffering all day. Been suffering all day for Jesus. For Jesus. Yo, been suffering. Yodel, oh, yodel, 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 Don't love in it. Don't pray to it. Don't love in it. Don't love in it, or you may lose the it. That's what I had to learn. Check this out. Yo, dudes. Now watch this. I look big and athletic there, but watch this. I'm fat as shit. I'm fat. But I'm pretty, so it don't matter how fat I am. Really pretty, so shin, SHID, SHIN. Those are the words that I'm saying here. Okay, I don't say it on curse words. Okay. He's pretty good. Hey. Hey, that's pretty good. Yodel, 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 Who did? All the time, I want chop. Oh, my wig. Yeah, chop on. My wig. None of the dudes. Don't throw it off, you'll be a bald man. No. Yo. Yo. I don't know. Okay. You want to be cool and in shape? Well, mess up your singing, man. Take this. If I punch myself in the heart, I might get a heart attack. I don't want to do that. Okay. Hi. Yo. That was some pretty good singing. As far as I know, it sounded pretty good. Really good. And Jesus said the only one who is good is God, and we have the Holy Spirit within us, and within you can do anything if it's for the glory of God. Not anything, because that would be the devil. Angry eyebrows. He has angry eyebrows. When it's for the glory of God, you can do anything. So, you can, in some ways, there are parables and passages in the Bible where you can drink wine like Jesus did if you're of age. And he had really good self-control. Notice how this is at the very top of the wine thing. You think it's that fun, barely getting to drink anything, having to work really hard for God since I was 20 or 12 or something like that? I'm not complaining, but I did at one time become very sinful, and it caused more suffering. And so I've been a little tired of it, but Yodel, Yodel, ooh, 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 Yodel, 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 Praise the Lord, man. Let's play basketball now. You know why? Because my son plays basketball like Larry Bird with the best of them, man. He's tall. He's 6'3". He actually plays basketball, man. See? That's what I'm talking about. Basketball on the court, in the stands. In the basketball court. Full show, man. You don't know nothing about that white man talking like this, like a boom. Like this. Jesus had wine, and Jesus had the best self-control. Of course, drunkenness is not allowed. So if you don't have the self-control, don't drink. Notice how this is all the way up to here. Okay. Jesus himself had wine. I think there are 2 occasions that I recall in the Bible where Jesus had wine. So don't judge someone for having a little bit of wine. Okay. What is this? Okay. Hi. Yo, dudes. Yo, dudes. I'm strong. Okay. What did I do today, you may ask? Well, many hours of suffering for Jesus. Wasn't that bad. Not suffering, but like almost every few moments, about every few moments, some new thing or something, you know, that felt bad. You know. Okay. Now, hi, and I'm not complaining about it, but I'm kind of exhausted on not having my wife and kids at this house. Okay. Hi. So have self control. Like now, I'm looking for something to wipe my nose, and I don't know if I have any toilet paper, and I don't know if they'll deliver it here, and I don't have the money to deliver it here or something. I don't know why. It kind of ran out. My money kind of ran out on credit cards, and but you know, I've worked hard the whole time since I was 12. I worked for 800 years. I've worked it for 800 years, and I'm 48. You know, because I did 10 times the work other people were doing, and I worked for 80 years. That's why. Because since I was 12, God made me work for Him. When other people did some work at school, they kicked back and felt normal. And I was, what else do I have to do? You know, the whole time. And so that's why I have more money than most people, I think. But something went wrong because my films and videos haven't made enough money. And there's a big problem with that. And there's a way worse problem. A way worse problem. My wife and children were taken away from me. But I have my health, and it's not that bad, even though this earth is not that great of a place because of the sin. But it's okay. And hopefully it'll get back to how it felt when I was a young kid. Okay. You know, because some people have it worse. Okay. Now, what am I going to do in the video now? Kind of exhausted. I think I'll work out. Kind of that kind of thing. I'm having to do the whole day. But I don't complain about it. I just ask God, you know. It's good. No, it's easy. Okay. Great. Okay. I have to itch myself. Okay. Let me actually do this. Hopefully without hurting myself, because my back was hurt hurt my back one time pretty bad in my life, and it was about a month ago. I've had a very strong back from strength training. When you strengthen your legs, and when you strengthen, well, I have to pee right now, but when you strengthen your legs and You know, when you strengthen your legs and your upper body with strength training, you usually don't hurt your back. But some people, you know, they have a tendency. Well, I found that strength training helps so you don't hurt your back. Even though I had to pee right then, I don't look perfect, but I had my family taken away from me for since 2015. So it's been extraordinarily stressful. It's been about 12 hours of work a day to trying to get them back, and she still hasn't come home, and I have to try to raise them from here. And hi, how are you? How are you? Somebody else, right? Okay, hey, this is pretty good. I'm gonna do some pull-ups on this thing. I'll do some pull-ups on here. I did two. I did two. Okay. Let's see now. Okay. If I had my wife and kids with me, then we'd all be playing music, like a music video, a musical movie. We could do 10,000 songs. It's 10,000 songs. Somebody else would play guitar instead of me unless I had to. I would sing. Oy. Do this, pull the strings up, the high-pitched ones, when you're tuning the really high-pitched ones, these thin ones, so they don't break if you tighten them too hard with, when you're tuning it, you tighten it, you make it tighter with this, I don't know, but, so before you make it really tight so the really high pitched string doesn't break, pull it up gently like this. Gently, a little at a time, so that when it's wound around here, it kind of helps loosen it so you can make it tighter, how it's supposed to be. Okay. Yo. This guitar's not loud enough because it's not plugged into an amplifier. Because it's not plugged into an amplifier. Okay. Okay. Hi, what are you doing? Hi. Look at his eyebrows. Boo. Boo. Look at his eyebrows. Looks like he's angry. Boo, man. Give me this. Give me this. So, give me this. Am I as good as Jesus? No, I'm not as good as Jesus. Praise the Lord. Praise Jesus. Praise God. Praise Jesus. Oh. Praise the Lord. I have to blow my nose. Who do you think helps me with that? Me. Who do you think would ever help me unless they made it worse? God or my wife? God or my wife. That's it. No one else but someone who God appoints to punish me, probably, or my mom, or my dad or mom, maybe. That's it. My mom or dad have helped me with money. And they're nicer in other ways too. They brought me a bunch of food here and stuff like that. They're pretty good. So God appoints many people to help people, but any professional help I got was useless, unless it was to help me keep taking medicine that I didn't need. But they made it like you're addicted to it. So if you quit and took caffeine, all of a sudden, if you had a bunch of caffeine right when you quit, you couldn't really sleep, and it'd make you so crazy. It'd be like, yeah, keep giving us a bunch of money. Keep giving them a bunch of money for the medicine you don't need. And then you'll be, how would you do anything if you didn't have your medicine? But, I'm good at my work, and I don't curse out in public. I don't break the law, and I don't see why they would accuse anyone. But anyway, you can't go against the ways of the system. Let's look something up. Now that I mention it, let's look this up. Actually, let's look this up. I'm going to show you a really good Bible quotation. I hope I don't be a jerk about it. What God warns us not to do. Okay. Hi. I am clearing my search history. Hi. I don't even want any sympathy from anyone. Unless you're volunteering it. That's how I had to get by. On God and no motherfucker else. But I did have my mom and dad who had a bunch of money, so I kept going back to them, and they've been very helpful. Hey, I might get thrown out in the street on a right, but accuse him of having something wrong with his mentality, right? Because he's an entertainer, so accuse him of having something wrong with his mentality when I got famous for my own hard work and God. Guess what? That's from my own hard work and God. And hey man, guess what? My dad and mom helped me with money. Okay, great. Okay, I'm successful. I bought a mansion in cash. And guess what? It was only $102,000. Am I bragging about it that I worked for 10 years and saved $102,000? People are so poor. They can't afford this. You know, they can't afford. And then I renovated the house and worked on the house. And I've worked at hard labor for 20 years. 55% of the time of full-time hours. The other 40-something% of the time, I hired people to work for me. But still, yet they accused me of having something wrong with me if I went out in public. It doesn't make any sense. I follow every law. I haven't broken any laws. Have I ever broken this? No, never. I've never broken this. I don't understand why they did it, and so why should I have to be afraid to go out in public? You know, I was persecuted. So let's look this up about the ICE police. You know, I think everyone got a taste of what it's like to be accused of being Mexican or not, unless you hate minorities or something. You know, are you Republican? Are you Republican? You know, that's what the ICE police do. Are you a Mexican? My angry rant was truthful. It's actually me. It's not a sellout thing to not get in trouble. You know, pretending that I'm someone I'm not. Okay, let's look this up. Since I'm a liberal jerk with long hair. Look at this. Before I tell you the truth. You think that's who I am? Look, man, I ain't got no hair, no. Look, man. Did I fit in with him enough in this neighborhood? Okay. I shaved my head bald, man. Here's what they do. He's in his house like the Tool video. Here's all the food he has. This is all the food he ever eats. This is all that he has in his whole home to eat for weeks. Well, he might go to the store, get a beer or something, one beer. He has a Nokia phone. He has a Nokia. Just turn the technology off. Just make it less. Even though you have 3 cell phones, pretend that you hold them all at one time. Useless. You know, as if you have 3 of them on you all the time. That's why he did it. You know, that's who you are, John. You're fat. Make you feel like you're fat as shit the whole time he's next to him. Oh, bald head. And by the way, here's what he does in his home. He's like a Tool video, and he wants to kill me, so I have to keep my doors locked. And it's a Tool video. It's the Tool video with a crazy guy. And he does this. That's him in his house. Okay. He pretends he's a demon, and he chose the devil's number for his phone number. He moved in right near me. But he's better than it could be, so shit sucks. This video doesn't suck. You know what shit sucks? This shit. Ready? You know what this is? This earth. If it's all destroyed, miracle. We'd all make it to heaven. We wouldn't have to suffer anymore. But guess what? I was almost going to say I was a ladyboy, but I'm not. Because God doesn't allow... because God doesn't allow because God doesn't allow you to wear the clothing of someone of the opposite sex. And there's another parable in the Bible that your soul has the clothing of a body, Your body is your soul's clothing. Your body is like clothing for the soul. So, in a way, like being a ladyboy or wearing the clothing of a man if you're a woman, or the clothing of a woman if you're a man, that's like them they're trying to get surgery and change their body to look like the opposite sex. That could be one thing that's an abomination to God, or he really doesn't like it. And I know, depending on what kind of changing the body, if it's changing their private parts to look like, if they're a man or a woman to look like the opposite sex, that is bad, because that is the clothing of their soul, and that's pretty bad, and God doesn't like it. And it has some effect of, generally speaking, ladyboys don't live as long. They usually live into their 30s, 40s, and 50s. The only person I've ever heard of who's a ladyboy who lived really long, I'm trying to think of any of them I've ever heard of. And I knew one, and I know another one. I know, or I don't know him. I know him, but I used to know him, and he became a ladyboy. And I know another one who's I know that one who's a man who turned into one. I know another one who was a woman, and she still is a woman, but she cut off her boobs, and she got the home runs to look like hair on her body. And she's pretty nice, and that she stayed married to her husband. And I think it helped her to not be too sexy around other men or something. I don't know why, but God did it. So God had her look that way. And she still looks like a woman. She just doesn't have boobs anymore and has hair on her body. So it's like a woman still. So it's a miracle of God that she stayed with her husband and maybe didn't go, who knows what. God had a plan for her, and she didn't change her private parts to look like a man or something like that. So I think when they do that, it might be, a really bad abomination to the Lord. But who's to judge? Because straight people who fornicate and do adultery, well, fornication's not as bad as adultery, but adultery is really bad, and it causes death. It causes death. Did you know adultery causes death? And homosexual stuff, wearing your clothing, man, whatever, causes death. So if you're straight, or whatever it's called, you're a man and only like women in that way, or your wife, and if you're a woman and only like men in that way, or your husband, hopefully it's only between a husband and wife. That's the ideal kind of way that God created human beings. But even more ideal than that is being a single person like Jesus, who doesn't think about having sex. And that's not that easy to do, because you have to be not led into temptation. You have to not be led into temptation. So if you're tempted, and here's another thing from the Bible, if you're ever tempted to eat too much food, don't eat like way too much food, but eat however much you're supposed to. But don't have I was gonna throw the wig off and go like the guy in the Tool video. Like he's like really poor, and he has like a spoonful of peanut butter, that like old crazy spoon that it looks like some weird, like a wooden spoon, and he has a wooden spoonful of peanut butter. And it's all he has in his whole house, and his house is empty, and it has like a trinket on the ground, and it's not from the Grinch, because the person who lived there before was also a little lower income, but they might have become rich for all I know. One of them, I think, left and became rich, and I don't know, or acts like a rich person, pretty much on their way to being rich. If they, or hopefully they don't. Hopefully they don't end up in hell. Those things that I all said mean something. God knows what that means. What I said. I may have not stuttered at all in what I said right then. And if I throw the wig off and act like him, in his home alone with, he has like a trinket on the ground or something, and one mattress on the ground, and a piece of furniture he got at Goodwill, and a spoonful of peanut butter he has for the day, and a beer, and no water. If that's how he is, I wouldn't know. Or he has a bunch of stuff in his house, and I don't know because I've never been in his house, so I can't judge him, and I don't know. But anyway, so here's what I think he does in his house. I can't do it. I don't want to show my wife how bad my hair looks right now. On Valentine's Day, so I'm going to keep on my long hair wig. And I don't have the self-control of Jesus. So generally speaking, this is about how much alcohol I would have at the most, like up to about here of a beer, and it would go bad, and I'd pour it in the sink. And every once in a while, I couldn't take it anymore. I didn't know what to do anymore, and I'd go and have like a little sip of a beer. And that's about the most I'd have. And it's been that way for. It's been awful. And but supposedly I have a good future, and it won't be that bad one day. Okay. So, I don't know what to do now. I could stand up. Did you know that sitting down in a chair too long hurts the spine? Did you know that it hurts the back? To sit in a chair too long. You can look it up. Alright, I was going to look up stuff on scripture, but I didn't. So I was showing that my body's not too not too terrible. I have to pee, but hi. I have an acoustic downstairs, but it's a Squire, and I found out that Squire is kind of like an entry level before being a knight. So I don't really want to play that guitar right now. But for a kid or a grown-up who doesn't care and has a different meaning for what Squire is, you can have it. Would you like to have a Squire, an acoustic guitar? It says Fender Squire on it. Hi. It says Fender Squire on it. I can't think of a reason right now why it'd be okay. Squire, entry level to knight. I can't do that anymore. I've already been through that twice. I've been through the becoming a knight thing or whatever. I can't even tell you in the video because someone would try to kill me because I've never been an actual knight. But I've been an American, but in my family, somewhere down the generations, they're royal. They're royal. Like Birmingham is a royal name, and it's a name of lords from England. And my dad's Irish, or he's an American, but he's an American. He's an American. He's an American. He's an American. I don't know what to say. And they're from a royal family. They, you know, going back to Ireland, all the way back from before Ireland, when it was England, when the English had settled in Ireland to England, and that's how far back the Irish name Birmingham goes to England, and it's a royal name. And my mom, my great grandmother was an Italian princess. My great grandmother was an Italian princess, and she was from an, I don't know, and she was from a noble family in Sicily, and I think Sicily's been under some stress, and I'm so angry about it that I'd almost move there and try to become one of the royal people there and learn how to speak the language and just leave. I was almost ready to leave this country. I was so disappointed from what happened to me here. Well, do I even own this house? Do I own anything? Or if my dad or mom in the mood, they'll throw me out to California like I'm poor? Or is that not going to happen, even though they own like 40 houses? They own 40 houses. They own 40 houses, so am I going to have somewhere to live or not? No matter, even though, I don't know. Good. No mayor. God made me say that I'm supposed to be unknowing and act stupid. But I'm aware that God has control over all of us and made all of us to be this way. So sometimes when you say things, you think about it and you know God so well that I shouldn't have been a jerk. I have been a little mean about God one time in the past since 2016, I've been mean about God one time, and it was the other day. And I couldn't take it anymore. And I didn't like what happened to my life. Like, do I have, like, how much money do I have? Like, and, because I have $0 and I couldn't even get my wife something on Valentine's Day. But God made it that way, and there's some other good reason, but I thought that I just didn't have any money. So God did that for a reason, to not give her any roses or chocolates, but I got her something else on Valentine's Day. I got her something else on Valentine's Day. I made her that video that's on my channel. So I showed her that, and I got to talk to her on the computer or whatever. Email, text, calls, video chat. Do you have anything against any of those? Who are you? And unless I mistakenly have done anything wrong, I don't understand why. Oh, sharing something personal with my own wife. Guess what that was? That was a weird ass gun shooting that way into the wall. It didn't hurt me at all. Okay. Great. How's this for entertaining? Stay in your house for, hi, I shaved my head, but I can't tell what it looks like. Looks pretty bad. It doesn't look that great. Hi, I shaved my head. Hi. So you might not know at all who I am. You might think that you know who I am, or you might think that you know by seeing me, but you don't really know me unless you met me in real life. Or maybe it's possible to know someone by watching their videos, but I don't think that is. I don't think that's a way to really meet anyone, because in real life, you wouldn't know unless you happen to catch me in a mood like that. I was angry about what happened to me. Well, I shouldn't worry about it. 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 I shouldn't worry. I shouldn't worry about it. The terrorist song, gotta kill him in Gaza. Oh, you are a terrorist, kill him, go to war. Work him up to hell so he can kill the terrorists. No songs anymore for you. Sell out to hell, shit you don't like. A bald-headed, dumb shit, fat shit, fitting with the army in war to kill people for no reason, yeah. I hate that shit. And I'm gonna put my wig on. I cut off my hair, I shaved my hair to working up against minorities, us police, Mexican. I'm a Mexican. Now I'm gonna move down to Mexico. You said it too much. I'm gonna really be a Mexican. Is that what you mean by it? Is that what you mean by it? Is that what you mean? No, sorry, you heard me angry. Guess why? Because I only had this much wine. Because I only had this much wine. Mom and Dad, get to work all the time. 16 hours, 14 hours a day. It's only 14 hours a day. Okay. Angry man, put him to war. Shake your hand, make a deal with an evil hell, Satan, so you can go to war and shit you don't like. If you choose wrong for the dumb shit you don't like, so don't do it ever. Do something for God instead. Do something for God instead. Use your heart, use your head, use your soul and body. It's true for God, for you, for God, for God, for God, for them, for others too. It's true, they're for you, who are for you, they're not for me. That's a man who decided on that. I won't agree with that shack. Get it away from me, it's crap. Okay, there's a random song after being angry about a military war. Hey, congratulations, you're against everyone in the military. They didn't do anything wrong. They had to join. They didn't want to fight anyone. They had to join. Let's stand up for the people who went to the military. They didn't mean to do it. They did really good things. They're talented and genius at their work, at other things that are not music. So what? And many of them play music. Some of them play the flute. Some of them play the flute. Some of them play the trombone. Some of them play this. That's all they can do anymore. Because they had to kill people with their bare hands. They made them evil as shit. And they thought they were supposed to. And that's all they can do. But it doesn't run in my family with my dad. So that didn't happen to me. But I was deprived of sleep because I didn't take their medicine. So I didn't take their mainstream, American put up, shut up. Happy Valentine's Day. Bye.